So what are the distinctives that the Pentecostal and charismatic movement have brought that have added value to the church and the culture? Without question, I would say that there are two distinctives that are very obvious to me. One is freedom, and the second is an understanding of power. Throughout history, the large majority of the church has talked about faith like a beautiful car on display, without ever drawing people into a life of faith, without ever putting them in the driver's seat and showing them how to actually drive the car. We've admired its beauty. We've admired how amazing it shines, and we pontificate about the places that it's gone and the freedom that it's brought to humanity. But it has been the last 100 years and the movements that have taken place that have shown us how to put fuel in the tank, how to turn on the ignition and go places that we have only dreamed of. Now, I'm reminded of 2 Corinthians chapter 3, which says where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. So freedom is definitely distinctive that has added value to the church and culture. Freedom to worship, freedom to speak, freedom to live and experience mercy and grace. And right along with that, it's helped us to realize that we are no longer powerless. The Spirit is in us, and that while He may be the sound, that we are the voice of God in the earth, that God's not a puppet master up there. He's not in control in the sense of demanding and overriding people's free will, that we have a choice in the matter, and He has chosen to relinquish His authority to us, His sons and His daughters. So to use the words of Martin Luther, the great reformer that lived nearly 500 years ago, that our faith, it is a living and breathing faith. And the movements that we've experienced over the last 100 years, they've helped us to usher in an understanding that while He is the sound, we are the voice. It's helped us to understand that our faith, it's a speaking faith, that our faith requires there to be breath in our lungs. For far too long, humanity, I believe, has her voice is laid dormant while being crushed under the weight of a powerless church. And unless the church is willing to rise up and to take her place of authority and true calling, the world will never realize the depths of her identity. I believe that's what's happening right now in this season. What's happened over the last 100 years is just the beginning. We are beginning to understand that we have freedom unlike we ever understood, and that we have a power to heal not only people's physical state, but spirit, soul, and body.